Electoral fraud election fraud has multi different dimensions to it. Electoral fraud, sometimes referred to as election manipulation, voter fraud, or vote rigging. Election manipulation, which happened, voter fraud or vote rigging involves illegal interference, which they did, with the process of an election, which they did, either by increasing the vote share of a favorite candidate, which they did, depressing the vote share of a rival candidate, which they did. According to this definition, there is electoral fraud. So now, you get involved in Twitter and you're telling an organization that's 99% funding one side how to protect you, and this guy becomes president. Let me tell you why a guy in Mar-a-Lago is furious, sitting there saying, what the hell am I doing wasting 4 years of my life in my 70s where I should be the president today, finish up my second term, love or hate me, I could have gotten my job done, but you guys got this other guy because there was election fraud through social media company. I didn't say ballots. I didn't say any of that stuff. This is proof. So for people to say, it is what it is, it's just a non-story. Every CBS, ABC, anything that I see, anybody talking about it, it's a story from the past. It's just this. It's not a big deal. Yeah. This is the kind of stuff why today, do you know who's the number one journalist in the world today? It's a guy named Elon Musk. Do you know who's the number one journalistic organization in the world effectively today in just 6 weeks of him running it? It's called Twitter. The way he's running it, we're about to drop some news. They're doing more journalism than CNN, CBS, ABC, NBC, all of those cats, including Fox, all of them combined. Twitter's doing more investigative journalism than any of those 5 cats combined, and it's ran by citizen journalists. Shout out goes to them. And for people who were frustrated and upset for something to be this, if you're about to marry a girl that I've known for a while, and you're about to propose to her, and you and I are boys, I'm talking boys from 2nd grade, okay? I know this girl, and you ask me, Pat, I'm about to propose, is there anything I need to know? And I know some stuff that you need to know about her, okay? And I really, and this is the kind of stuff you should know, okay? Mm-hmm. Legit stuff. Imagine I don't keep that from you, and I don't tell you. 6 years later, 2 years later, you find out from somebody else, but you're already married. It's too late. We're married to Joe Biden right now. We don't have a choice. And then I tell you, and you say, Pat, why would you not tell me this? And I said, bro, it was 2 years. It's an old story, man. It's what she did 13 years ago. It's what was 7 years ago. Who cares? Who makes a difference anyways? Right now, you're married. She's pregnant. And you guys are having a ton of fights that night. You said, if I would have known, I would have never married her. That's how America feels right now. That's exactly how America feels right now. They feel like somebody had intel on a girl that we're getting ready to marry, but they didn't want to tell them until after they were married and they were pregnant already.
Great point. That's
the frustration people have, and it's very painful. And I understand their frustration. And at the same time, we still have to be leaders, responsible, and move on. It's a very weird dynamic. Like living in the past, we got the information. Now we know who's shitty. Now we know who's dirty. Now we know who's playing the games. Great. We know who the actors are. Let's move on and make sure this doesn't happen to us again. How do we do that? That's my interest. My interest isn't sitting here bitching and complaining and whining, and let's change the Constitution. All that. And I'm not that guy. All I'm saying is this matters. This is important. They effed up. They lied to you. They manipulated you. They backstabbed you, and then laughed at your face and said, who cares anyways? It's too late. Let's move on. Bullshit. You don't play those games with people, especially not in a country called United States of America.